Om. Namaste. Welcome you all for the international workshop on women's wellness through yoga, day 4. We have been talking about different phases that a woman undergoes from menarche to the menopause. We have seen what should be the practice principles during the menstrual cycles, and then followed by the first 4 to 5 days. Then comes the follicular phase up to about day 6 to 13th or 14th day. Then from 14th day to about 17th is the ovulation phase, which is marked by the peaking up of the estrogen hormone, and also the LH or the luteinizing hormone levels also go up. So this is a period when the energy levels are very high. In general, the moods also are in good spirit. So from in these two phases, let us say from about day 7 or 8 onwards, women can actually do lot of dynamic postures which would help them, and in particular during the ovulation period, many dynamic sequences, inverted postures. These things can be done as the endometrium builds up in the uterus. One can do a lot of inverted postures also, but in the available time, let us see some postures, especially which would help the pelvis, because pelvis should be properly nourished. So we will look at some back bends and hip movements which would greatly help the pelvis to be in great health. So first we shall start with some basic stretchings. Couple of them we will do quickly and then come back to more specific things. So lay on your back, fold both legs, heels closer to the hips, and focus on your breathing, which has to be abdominal. As we inhale, abdominal cavity should expand. As we exhale, the abdominal cavity has to contract. Reducing the breathing rate itself has a lot of impact on our emotional well-being. And even in general, for health, this slow breathing would greatly help. Chest should be reasonably relaxed. Abdomen should expand as we inhale, contract as we exhale, and then try to make the exhalation little longer than the inhalation. So that is the guiding principle. And in general, it is shown through a lot of studies that 4 seconds inhalation, 6 seconds exhalation, which most people can easily practice, is a very, very safe, effective, useful breathing technique. Stretch both arms up. Raise your right leg up. Pull the kneecap. Stretch the toes. Fold down. Left leg up. Pull the kneecap. Stretch the toes. Feel the stretch in the back of the left thigh. Down. Again, right leg up. All these things are good for the legs and the back. Change. And left leg. Press the right foot tight on the back of the right thigh. Breathe consciously. Down. Next one, right leg up. Fold. Hold the knee, press the knee closer to the chest, stretch the toes. Tighten the back of both the thighs. Release right leg and change left leg. Fold, hold the knee. These basic postures are good to start any exercise program. Release left leg. One more time, right leg up. Fold, hold the knee, press the knee closer to the chest. Watch your muscles around the hips and the low back. These postures try to gently mobilize the core muscles. Right leg down, left leg up. Fold, hold the knee, press the knee closer to the chest. Release. Left leg, right leg up. Fold from left hand, hold the ankle joint, pull it. From right hand, push the knee across the chest. A very good stretch for the gluteal maximus muscle. Stretch the toes. Release. Right leg. Now left leg up. Fold, hold the ankle joint from right hand, pull it. From the left hand, press the knee across the chest. Tighten the back of both the thighs. Release. Left leg. One more time, right leg up. Fold, hold the ankle joint, pull it, press the knee across the chest. Down. Left leg. Fold. Hold the ankle joint, pull it, press the knee from the left hand. Breathe consciously. It's very important to be aware of what you are doing. You should use all these things to develop the presence of mind. Down. Now slowly get up. Now we shall do some postures, simple back bends, and then along with the back bend, some hip openers. Okay. For that, first lie on your chest, because as the ovulation period is about to begin, you can do many of these postures. Now lie on your chest, forehead
at the edge of the mat. Keep both the palms also at the edge of the mat. Palms means wrists at the edge in line with the forehead. Stretch the toes, tighten the calf muscle, press the palm, middle finger pointing forward. Inhale, exhale, rise the trunk up. Arms straight. Look up. Breathe abdominally. This is Bhujangasana. Note the change in the position of the palm. Palms kept little ahead. Feel the stretch. Extend the lower back, upper back, and the neck. Open the shoulders. Slowly descend. So you can feel the stretch and all the way from the pelvis, abdomen, chest. This is also good for the back. And when you are doing this, you must also tighten the calf muscle, buttocks, thighs. One more time, inhale, exhale, rise. Keep the arms straight, tighten the muscles of the upper arm, forearm. Breathe abdominally. Slowly descend. And be relaxed. Don't change the position of the palms. We are going to look at some variations now, which will also involve the pelvis and the hip. First one, fold your right leg on the mat or the floor at 90 degrees. So the right thigh is perpendicular to the left leg and right calf muscle is parallel to the left leg. So there is an angle of approximately 90 degrees at the right leg. Now inhale, exhale, rise the trunk up. Left leg straight, stretch the right toes up, look up. Breathe well. Feel the gluteal muscles or the hip muscles and the pelvis and low back. Slowly descend. Take the right leg back. Then fold left leg at 90 degrees. Spread the toes. Inhale, exhale, rise. Look up. Activate all the muscles of the thighs and legs on both the sides. Slow abdominal breathing. Abdominal breathing means it also involves the pelvis. Slowly come down and take your left leg back. A lot of women also suffer from the so-called pelvic pain. So these are the moments which will really help them, and these need to be practiced during this phase of the the follicular phase and the ovulation phase. Now we are going to do one more variation. Now take your right leg to right side, straight, possibly at right angles to the left leg, if possible. Then inhale, exhale, rise. The trunk, look up. Both arms straight, both legs straight. And try to pull the kneecaps on your right leg. Slowly descend. And then take your right leg back. Left leg to the side, leg straight. Inhale, exhale, rise. Keep both the legs active, both the arms also active. Stretch, look up. So if you keep doing these things in the days after the about 5-6 days after the menstrual cycles, they all help your pelvis slowly descend and take the left leg back. Now we are going to look at one more variation with the same position of the forehead and the palms, and this is also good for your spinal column, for the health of the lower back. Just turn sideways. Okay. Now you are turning on your right elbow. Now fold right leg at 90 degrees. Left leg straight. Hope you got it. So the leg at the bottom. So left leg is at the top, right leg is at the bottom. Right leg bent at 90 degrees. Say this perpendicular to the left leg and the calf muscle of the right parallel to the left leg. Now keep the palms at the edge of the mat. Twist the trunk, left leg straight. Look up. This orientation is important so that you stretch the pelvis strongly. You have to elongate even the pelvic region and then twist. And breathe abdominally. It is also good for relieving the stiffness in the lower back. And also helps your abdominal region. Slowly flex the right elbow. Take your right leg back. Lie down on your tummy. And then you can change. Press the left elbow. Press the right palm. Turn sideways. Hold your left leg at 90 degrees. Stretch your right leg. And now keep the palms at the edge of the mat. Inhale, exhale. Twist, stretch, and then try to extend. Extend means bending the spine back. So look up, breathe well.
Feel your abdomen, your lower back, pelvis, hips. As we inhale, the pelvis and the abdomen should expand. As we exhale, it should contract, and try to contract the abdomen a little more than normal when you exhale. So there is a stretching, there is a twisting, and there is this massaging effect of the breathing that would greatly help a woman to keep the health of the abdomen and the pelvis in particular. And women who experience abdominal cramps, especially during the menstrual cycles, can do this during the follicular and ovulation phase. Now slowly keep the left elbow down and take your left leg back. Relax on your chest. We'll look at one more variation in the same sequence. Again, on your right elbow, press the left palm, turn sideways. Now, instead of bending the right leg at 90 degrees, you got to stretch it. Stretch the right leg, both legs straight. Stretch the toes, pull the kneecap, keep the palms at the edge of the mat, twist the trunk, stretch the trunk. You have to press the right hip and stretch. And look up. Both legs straight. Breathe well. So even during the follicular phase, when the endometrium is building up in the uterus, this is a good thing to keep the health of the uterus properly. Flex the elbow, press the right elbow, take your right leg back, line over chest. Also the energy levels because of the estrogen hormone picking up and also the LH or the luteinizing hormone rise will help you to do most of these sequences enthusiastically. And now chain. Press the left elbow. Then turn to the side. Stretch your left leg. Keep your right leg also straight. Both legs straight. Press the palm and then twist and stretch, twist. Look up. Slow inhalation, slow exhalation. Watch your breathing, breathe consciously. You must be aware of the arms, legs, trunk, breathing. See, that builds up good strength for the mind also. Because presence of the mind is very, very important. Mind generally runs either into the past or the future. Slowly come down, press the left elbow, take your left leg back. Now here you can also do other variations in Bhujangasana, like instead of keeping the palm at the edge of the mat, you can keep it by the side of the chest, and then do regular Bhujangasana. This will also help. Inhale, exhale, rise, stretch the toes, Open the shoulders, throw the head back, look up, tighten the calf muscle, tighten the buttocks. Breathe abdominally. Then slowly descend. Now slowly press the palm and get up. Sit on your heels. So practicing some of these active poses during the follicular and ovulation times will make your menstrual cycles also very smooth, and also in modern day world women need to be active even during during all the phases, and even during menstrual cycles they need to go for work, or they may be sports persons who will have some events. So if you inculcate these practices, it would greatly help throughout all the phases that women go through. And it is in this phase, that is after the menstrual, in the follicular phase, uh, initially you will have to do, I think we have shown in the last class, then as the days build up, and especially as you are approaching the ovulation phase, and even during the ovulation phase, uh, practice of sun salutation is very, very useful. So we will now look at the sun salutation. We will do uh, about 4 cycles of sun salutation, for which please stand up, stand in Tadasana, join the heels in the big toe, pull the kneecap, chest and navel up, do the Namaskarasana, press the palm, chest and navel up, pull the kneecap, watch the pressure on the feet, Urdhvasana, inhale, stretch, exhale, bend back. Keep the arms straight, legs straight, bend the trunk as much as possible, tighten the buttocks, inhale, come up, exhale, slowly bend forwards, bend from the hips, stretch the trunk. If possible, keep the palms besides the feet, Uttanasana. Inhale, exhale, stretch your right leg back. Ekapada Prasanasana, look forward. Inhale, exhale, left leg forward. Dvipada Prasaranasana, arm straight, leg straight, trunk parallel to the ground. Inhale, exhale, flex the elbow, move down. Chaturanga Dandasana, trunk and legs parallel to the ground, not resting on the mat. Only palms and feet on the mat. Inhale, exhale, Bhujangasana. Stretch the toes, bend back. Inhale, exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Hips up, head down, stretch the trunk. From the scapula, chin to the chest. Inhale, exhale. Right leg forward, Ekapada Prasaranasana. Palm of the foot should come between the palms. Inhale, exhale, left leg also forward, Uttanasana. Come up, Namaskarasana. Urdhvasana. Uttanasana. Ekapada Prasanasana, left leg back. Jipada Prasaranasana, right leg back. Inner exhale, Chadridandasana, and Bhujangasana, Adho Shvanasana, left leg forward, Ekapada Prasaranasana, Uttanasana, slowly come up, Namaskarasana. Well, Surya Namaskar also helps in managing the obesity, which is today one of the serious concerns in many youngsters, because of which they run into a lot of problems like PCOD, etc. So it's very important to do this Surya Namaskara. So it is one of the good way to keep our weight under control. But of course, you will have to do more number of cycles. So we'll do a couple of more Namaskara Urdhvasana, Uttanasana, right leg back Ekapada Prasanasana, left leg back Dvipada Prasanasana, inner exhale, Chaturangandasana, bend back Bhujangasana, then Adho Mukha Shvanasana, right leg back Ekapada Prasanasana, Uttanasana, Kap Namaskara. Just one more cycle. Inhale, straight exhale, bend back Urdhvasana. Inhale, exhale, Uttanasana. Left leg back, Ekapada Prasanasana. Right leg back, Dvipada Prasanasana. Inner exhale, Chaturangandasana. Trunk and legs parallel. Inhale, exhale, Bhujangasana. Adho Mukha Shvanasana. Left leg forward, Ekapada Prasanasana. Uttanasana. Up, Namaskarasana. Then sit down. So in this phase you can also do, if you are a good practitioner from some time, you can do all the backward bends also, which would help to stretch your pelvis. So one of the simple back bends is Ustrasana. We will look at it, and then we will also look at one more backward bend. Well, there are many you can do, but also there are time restrictions, especially for women. So we will look at a couple of them. For that, first sit in Vajrasana. So practice of Surya Namaskara is very good, especially during this ovulation period when energy levels are peak and you need these kind of movements. This is the best time to get into these movements because of the hormonal levels. You will have more energy and enthusiasm to do. And once as it becomes habitual, you can do these Surya Namaskaras almost in all phases, except of course during the menstrual cycles. So 5 days you will have to better avoid these things. But women who are in fields like sports, etc., they need to remain active. For them, If they start doing these practices for some time, then even during the menstrual cycles, they can remain very active. So now kneel down, knee 6 inches apart and foot also 6 inches apart. Now keep both hands on the waistline. Inhale, exhale, bend back, stretch the toes, tighten the calf muscle and the buttocks, bend back, then hold the heel from both hands, open the shoulders, push the hips and stretch the neck back. Breathe abdominally. Ustrasana. Okay, slowly come up. Sit on your heel. Then come to Swastikasana. And then lie on your back. Keep the heels closer to the hips. Press the feet. Now grip the ankle joints from both the hands. Heels as close as possible to the hips and pin the shoulders down. Neck at the center, chin towards the chest. Press the feet, inhale, exhale, rise the hips up. Press the foot. Show the chest to the chin. Breathe abdominally. Slowly come down. Then be relaxed. So there are a lot of other inverted postures that are possible like Shirshasana, Sarvangasana, but they all need supervised approach. You should practice under the guidance of a competent teacher. Otherwise, the safe alternate inverted posture is Viparita Karni. That one we will see. You have to rise the legs up, hips up, keep the palms below the hips, wrist to the hips, then elbows pressed on the mat, legs straight perpendicular to the mat, legs straight. Some people may find it difficult to raise the legs like this. They can do this against the wall. I'll show that. Slowly come down. For people who cannot do this, because this is a useful and safe inverted posture, I'll get up and then you can see, you can do it against the wall. put the mat against the wall, and you just need to go very close to the wall and then lie down like this. Hips to the wall, legs on the wall. Incidentally, yes, this L-shaped posture is also very good for women. You can do this in all stages, excellent relaxation posture where the blood flow from the lower extremities. They get drained and it's a very good relaxation posture you can do for 5 to 10 minutes. Now fold the legs, raise the hips up, support the hip and then keep the legs against the wall. That is heel against the wall. This is simple. Most women can do this. Inverted postures are very, very useful, effective. Breathe abdominally. Of course, you have to stay for about 5 to 10 minutes. Only then they will be effective. Okay, then slowly descend. And then get up from the right side. And now we will look at a couple of breathing techniques that would help. Even during last class, we showed you can do thing, energizing pranayama like Kapalbhati. And you can also practice the Bastrika pranayama. These forced breathing you should avoid during the menstrual cycle and perhaps in the initial stage of the follicular phase, that is till about, generally the menses or that period is about average 5 days, then begins the follicular phase and maybe from day 8 or 10 you can start again this energizing pranayama. They will be very, very good. But what you can always do is slow abdominal breathing. That's a must. And you can also do things like Ujjayi and Nadishodhana pranayama. Due to shortage of time, we are not showing in everyday class, but Nadishodhana pranayama, alternate nostril breathing, is to be done, I would say, every day, because they help to keep the harmony between sympathetic and parasympathetic systems in our body. So first sit upright, palms facing upwards, tip of the thumb and index finger in contact. Watch your breathing. As you inhale, abdominal cavity should expand. As you exhale, it should contract. For doing Bastrika, I must understand that there is this diaphragm which divides the abdomen from the pelvis. In the relaxed state, it is like a dome projected into the chest. So it gets the command from the brain to contract. It contracts and pushes the abdomen and viscera down. That is, it contracts and flattens toward the abdomen. And air gets into the lungs. Then it flexes again into the chest, pressing the lungs. Air comes out. So this movement of the diaphragm is what you should capture very well. As we inhale and exhale. Now in Bhastrika, what we do is we forcefully push the diaphragm down and inhale forcefully, then contract the abdomen and exhale forcefully. Bhastrika, there are many varieties, but this is one very, very useful, especially from the perspective of the health of the abdomen and pelvis. Okay. So the process is you have to contract the diaphragm, push it down, inhale forcefully, then contract the abdomen, expel the breath forcefully. But be gentle, don't be too fast. So understand your comfort zone. We will do it only for about 15 cycles. Be relaxed. You can repeat them. We are just showing you some of the very useful techniques. Of course, this breathing, anyone who has any peptic ulcers or have undergone any sort of hernia, in particular umbilical hernia, they should not practice. Just to know the difference between Bhastrika and Kapalabhati, we will quickly do about 20 cycles of Kapalabhati. So in Kapalabhati, exhalation is forceful, inhalation is automatic. You have to contract the abdomen, expel the breath, relax the abdomen, the air automatically enters in. That is Kapalabhati. You will do that 20 cycles, slow, gentle. Be relaxed. Just watch your breathing. These are all called energizing pranayamas. Well, they do energize, that is why they are called so. They also induce a deep sense of calmness. Feel that. And it's always good to do Shavasana for about 5 minutes. In your day-to-day practice, you can include about 5 minutes of Shavasana. There are some more relaxation techniques in Shavasana which we will see in our coming sessions. So we shall conclude the session with a prayer to sage Patanjali. Take a deep breath. Om. योगेन चित्तस्य पदेन वाचा बलं शरीरस्य च वैद्यकेन योपाकरोत्तं प्रवरं मुनीनां पतञ्जलिं प्राञ्जलिरानतोऽस्मि हरि ओम शुभमस्तु।